Welcome to the KJ Today Show, your place for the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets. Here's part one of a special conversation with Star Trek Strange New Worlds Melissa Navia. Subscribe to get part two when the KJ Today Show returns on June 28th.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Melissa?
I'm good. I'm glad to be doing this.
I am so excited to be talking to you. I am a Star Trek fan, and Strange New Worlds has been such a wonderful experience. I think everyone that's, I've been talking to is so excited about season 2. But for you personally, what is it like to know that we're finally going to start getting some of this story that we've been waiting for?
Oh, my goodness. Well, the reaction from fans after season 1 was just so wonderful as an actor and also just for the whole show. Like, everyone loves what we're doing. And we have stories coming from these next 10 episodes that we can't wait for the world to see. So everyone is going to get more Ortegas and more of the entire Enterprise crew.
That was a big question this morning. I always love to, go to the fans and say, and it was like, are we going to get more Ortegas? Because we felt like we got a lot of character-centric episodes in season 1, but there wasn't that like big one for you, right?
Right. I mean, it's such a tricky thing because I have a crew of legacy, these iconic legacy characters, legends that everybody knows and loves. And so because we have such an ensemble show, which is a really wonderful thing, and everyone is so talented and incredible, it's so difficult to give everybody, their due screen time over the course of 10 episodes. And I know a lot of fans are like, we would love to have longer seasons, but we put so much into 10 episodes. It takes almost a year between filming and post-production to make. There's only so much we can do. So it's so funny. I actually thought that we got a lot of Ortegas in season 1, but the fans were like, not enough. So I can definitely promise that we will have, more backstory. And I'm sure at the end of the season, people are going to say, we still want more, but that's a good thing. It's a good problem for us to have.
And it's got to feel good for you and the work that you've put into creating this character, because Lieutenant Ortegas is one of the original characters in the series. There was nothing before, nothing to base what you were doing on, and then to find out how much people were connecting and loving what you were doing. Was there a moment for you that you just kind of went, wow, people are really connecting with this character I love?
Yeah, I think while we were filming season 1, we were all under pressure, the good kind of pressure that, makes you create amazing things, because we knew that the fans were really looking forward to Strange New Worlds, and we just have so much, riding on kind of what's coming ahead of us with the original series. And so we just knew that fans were counting on a lot. And so as we're making it, there's this feeling of, is this going to work? Even though, we were reading the scripts and we knew that what the writers were doing, was really special and wonderful stories. But, when you're making something as an artist, you're always, is it going to resonate with the world? And then for my character, I'm like, nobody knows who Ortegas is. And, am I going to look like I'm flying a starship? That was my big concern. And it still remains a great focus, because that is her main job on the Enterprise. And so when it came out and people were like, this is a pilot who knows what she's doing, and we want to learn more about her and how she fits into the crew. It's for me as an actor, it's validation. And it's also just fans give the show a whole new life, after it comes out. That's why I'm personally so excited about tomorrow, because season 2 is about to get its big premiere in the world, but then the fans just add another element that we can't even know what that's going to be. And so for us, for Star Trek, I mean, the fandom is really half of half of the show. Do you know?
Yes.
We do
Yep.
one half, put it out there, and then the fans create the rest of the world. But yeah, for me, it was just absolute validation, and told us that we're doing something really, really good. And I cannot wait to see what everybody sees. What we've done with season 2. We have big things coming ahead, and yeah, just more Ortegas across the board.
Well, speaking of fans, I would like to get to some of the questions that have come in from Strange New World fans this morning. Carl said, ask her how fun it is to play a powerful female character in a series that was designed from the ground up for equality.
Oh, that's a great question. So I think throughout my career, I've been fortunate that I've just feel like I've always gotten to play, intelligent, nuanced, powerful characters. I love that word. That's a great word for an early morning. Powerful. That is how I'm going to move forward through the rest of this day.
Yes.
When I look at Star Trek, I think to myself, could I ever have imagined that this was going to be kind of my big breakout role? And I have friends and people who know me and people who have known me, throughout my years of being a working actor in this industry, and they're just like, you know what, this feels like it was always meant to be. Like you fit in the world of Star Trek. And I found a comment from a friend years ago on a Facebook page, a memory that came up, and it was a headshot from forever ago. And he looked at it and he wrote, he said, "You look like you could be in Star Trek." And that was like from over 10 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
That's meant to be. So, that's so cool.
Right? Isn't that just, I'm like, and so then looking now at what's happened, and this really, I can't think of a better show. People think, well, maybe they think I'm just saying it because I'm part of it, but the fandom and the franchise really is extraordinary. It's so far reaching, and through our characters, we're able to play so many characters within one. Like we saw that in season 1. We get to play, our fantasy characters. We get to, certain members of our crew. I won't say who, not Ortegas last year, but get to go on away missions, and you get to kind of play in different worlds. And so for me, this really is a dream role because I get to play the pilot of a starship, the helmsman, and I've played pilots before. I've played soldiers before, so it kind of really feels like the culmination of all these roles that I've been working toward and getting throughout my career, and I end up on the Enterprise. And you know what? That's okay with me.
Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs, it's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.